Some breaking news coming in. The second and final draft of the National Register of Citizens, or the NRC, has been published in Assam, leaving out around 40 lakh people. The NRC featured the names, addresses and photographs of all Indian citizens who have been residing in the state of Assam before March 25th, 1971. The NRC was updated under the supervision of India's top court, with 24th March 1971 as the cut-off date for genuine Indian citizens in Assam. The first draft of the NRC process was released at the midnight of December 31st, 2017.
2 crore 89 lakhs 83,677 persons have been found eligible for inclusion in the draft NRC. Out of the total applicants, 3 crore 29 lakhs 91,384.
And to bring us more details on this news story, I am joined in by our political editor Karthikeya Sharma, who joins us on the phone line. Karthikeya, a very good morning to you. And this is indeed a historic day for Assam. And the issue of illegal immigration, since we all know, has plagued Assam for long. And especially the inflow of immigrants from Bangladesh. Now that the NRC has been updated and close to 40 lakh immigrants have been left out, do you finally agree that illegal foreigners have been detected?
You see, there are two things here. One is that these are illegal immigrants and they are not refugees. Like when we talk about Rohingya, they were refugees. They are being persecuted by Myanmar's army. They're being killed, so they fled the land. So they are in exile. There is no persecution of Bangladeshis taking place in Bangladesh. This is illegal immigration, and it has altered the demography of the state. Secondly, this is the final draft of the National Register of Citizens. This is not the National Register of Citizens. This is the draft NRC. Now, what draft NRC has done is, if you look at the difference of those who have been identified as citizens out of the lot who are not, it's roughly, the difference is roughly 40 lakhs plus some thousand, which means that the 40 lakh odd people are out of this list who are not being identified as citizens of India. This list also makes a concession. Those people who have migrated to India before 71 will be acknowledged as Indian citizens. But during Assam Accord and when the violence was taking place, we have to understand it was commitment made by the Indian Union to the people of Assam that the demography will not be allowed to be radically changed. What has happened in Assam and Akansha in West Bengal is that because of pure electoral reasons, certain political parties had allowed them to come in easily, and they were given ration cards, voter cards, and they became political constituents. So what has happened is that the issue of illegal migrants, which was based on ethnicity, has become an issue of religion. And for simple reason, because no one wants to be a minority in their own land. No Assamese were more than 65 to 70%. Now you have Assamese as 50%, and rest of them are migrants either from the state of West Bengal or from Bangladesh. So this is a part of the commitment. So for anyone to say that this is an exercise in witch hunting or this is an exercise which is going to create problem, I think there's a time and a place on which countries must take issues head on. NRC is one issue. It is a commitment to the Assamese population under Assam Accord. It's not an exercise done out of free will or some radical thinking. It was a decision born out of prolonged discussion.
Right, but isn't it still a political compulsion for, say, the BJP government, which had stormed to power on the promise of doing away with illegal immigrants in the state?
See, yes, there is a political compulsion, but the political compulsion applies to both Congress and Bharatiya Janata Party, one. And secondly, the larger issue is that why has demography shifted so much in the lower Assam area of Pradhar and other places, where suddenly you have Assamese and minority, which was not the case during 1960s. And what it has done is that it has created ethnic tensions throughout Northeast.
Right.
Like, for example, you have Rohingyas in Jammu, you have Chakma refugees in Arunachal Pradesh, and you have Hajong refugees in parts of Manipur. So my point is that yes, people in the world will find place for refugees, those who are politically persecuted. But unrestricted migration taking place out of economic issues create problem. America is the best example of it, where Trump was propelled to power on this issue. Migration should be allowed, must be allowed. It allows humanity to mix. But then if it takes place at the cost of people who are already living there, then you create the problem of ethnic tension.
Right. Also, Karthikeya, it's very important to establish the fact that it is just the final draft which has finally come out, and it is not a very conclusive report, because what is, you know, what are they saying that what happens to people whose name was present in the first draft but is missing from the final draft?
See, now if the draft your name is not, you have to go through the National Citizen Seva Kendra, which is primarily block level office of NRC, which is everywhere in the state of Assam. You will have to apply again, and Sarbanand Sonowal, the chief minister, has very categorically stated that it's not a witch hunt. But the fact is now you don't have 40 lakh people, and you also know that illegal immigrants in Assam are more than 40 lakhs. So what will happen eventually is, to my understanding, that those who have been identified as illegal immigrants, they will have to go back to Bangladesh, because it's also about your political resolve. America also sends back thousands and thousands of people back to Guatemala, Panama, Mexico. I think India will also have to take that position, because if you don't do this, the waves of migration which is taking place because of economic stagnation in Bangladesh will continue, impacting your entire northeast region.
Right. Thank you so much, Karthikeya, for bringing us your precious perspective. Very rightly said by you that it is actually impacting, the issue of illegal immigration is impacting the entire economic scenario in the Northeast. Thank you so much for bringing us all those details.